The Mayhem twins are both settled in their playpen. Jackson Galaxy bucket, and the other and the flap is open. The top is open, the flap is open, but they choose to hang out in there. Now let's go see the social distancing queen. Social distancing queen is in her room under the bed because she knows that the twins have their flap open. They have scheduled living room time, and she knows that I'm in bed with them. So let's pause this and move to the easy chair. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Nutty Professor, and this is part three of I'm almost 1.5 years clear. Now, I'll remove this. And we just saw the Mayhem twins, and they are still in their playpen with the flap open. They love that little space of theirs, and they could come out. And I'm podcasting, but it doesn't bother them. And Agita is in her room because it is her scheduled time in her room, and the twins get the living room, and she's under the bed because she knows the filming is going on. Now, there is news. You can tell from the subtitle of this, that the Corvette needs $3,600 worth of transmission. Now, is that good news or bad news? It's actually a little bit of both because I'm still clear. This is the weird thing about this whole thing is that, it's kind of helped subdue the werewolf, if you will. So, just to recap, in the first podcast of the series, I talked about how the cravings had really gone up, through the roof because everything was opening up. We're approaching a milestone, approaching 1.5 years, and everything's opening up. Everybody's, celebrating and partying, and my werewolf was like going, "I want to party, I want my stuff." And then I tried to rechannel. I took the Corvette, taking it back to the country, have a drive, cut the grass, bring back another car. It breaks down on the highway. And I had to have it towed, and that was the whole ordeal. But I got it towed to my trusted mechanic in the country, and they picked up another one of my cars, and I came back. And then Saturday, so one day later, we had the very close call where I was saved from falling after almost 1.5 years by an unreliable drug dealer. And several people have commented that it's not a very big surprise to find that drug dealers are not the most reliable of professions, since they're they're going to be legal and they're ununionized and all of that stuff. So close call, made it home sober to the kids. Not quite end of story because the pull was still there. It was, that close call helped, and being sober with the kids helped, but there was still pull on Sunday and yesterday, Monday. So yesterday evening, I went out to the patio, had a nice dinner, came back. Still some pull, it was okay. I stayed home sober with the kids, and I've had a lot of support from my friends online who have seen these two podcasts, and several people have said, we want that werewolf to fuck off and leave you alone. But as I said, the problem is it's a part of me. As Jung said, it's shadow. It can't directly fuck off. It has to be integrated. It has to be rechanneled. So rechanneled into podcast, to writing, into car collection, obviously into being a cat parent, my babies. So all of that. Then today I talked to the mechanic, and the Corvette needs a transmission A used one would be $2,800. A rebuilt one would be $3,600. So, and the used one you get a 2 month warranty, and it's from a car that's already done 110,000 kilometers. My car has only done 85,000 kilometers, and the transmission went. And I don't drive it hard. I don't abuse it. So yeah. I'm opting for the $3,600 rebuilt transmission with a 3-year warranty. Now, I'm hoping, and I think it's working that way. The pull has really gone down, because any money that I had for possible binging is gonna go to the Corvette now. I'm gonna, it's being rechanneled directly into the car collection, So that's one thing, it's being rechanneled, and it's also a very big message from the universe, So I think it'll be okay. And now I think I can enjoy the positive aspect of things reopening up. I can, the patios, and it's my birthday coming up on Sunday, and my human relatives, the only human relatives that I have anything to do with, the dog people, but I don't hold that against them. But I'm going to. They're taking me out. I can't hold it against them. They're taking me out for dinner, for lunch. They're taking me out for a Szechuan lunch, the patio. But by Sunday, I can even eat inside, and dining in will be open. So, and like I said, they're dog people, but the idea was we were going to bring their puppy, who's now getting, I think, a bit big. But Puppy is a bit of a mayhem puppy herself, and we were going to bring her for a play date with the twins. It hasn't worked out, but at some point, So anyway, I'm seeing the relatives on Friday. I'm going to make a trip out to meet my contractor and switch cars, but it's going to be a while before I get the Corvette back. Now, there's some ironies here. One is that the Corvette is probably the favorite car of the Werewolf anyway, because, remember, the Werewolf, it's not only about the one thing that's the main, I'm focused on the addiction, but it's id, and it likes sports cars. It likes fast, powerful, flashy cars, so it's probably the Werewolf favorite car, of the collection, even though I personally don't drive it fast or abuse it, but it's fast and it's flashy, it gets a lot of attention. So it's the Werewolf's favorite car. The money that could have gone to feed it, it's the thing it really, really went, is going to the car. I don't think it's too unhappy about it. Now, the other thing is that the Corvette itself is not the safest of my vehicles. I did a podcast on it last year, 2 years ago, I think now. And, I pointed out that it doesn't have airbags. And my editor at the time was a bit surprised. And I said, they hadn't invented airbags. It's got a big, hard cushion for the passenger. It's got nothing for the driver. You go right into the steering wheel, and it's a fiberglass body. It's sort of a death trap. But, it's still a heck of a lot safer, than the other stuff, not safer, So the Mini is being rechanneled. As I said in the previous podcast, it does help to have resources, but there's a little bit of that double-edged sword thing there, is that the resources can also go towards, the more dangerous stuff. But it seems that the resources are now being directed in a slightly more positive direction. So 2 weeks. Hopefully, it's going to take a while, but I've got other cars, so it's not an issue. But so the Corvette will be back, and I might take the Mayhem twins for a ride in it. They haven't been in that one yet, in their travel case. So for now, the news is still clear. Focusing on rechanneling. Birthday coming up soon. And all is well with Mayhem twins and Social Distancing Queen. and it's up a photo, but I think we're in a better place than we were a few days ago. Like I said, I do listen to messages from the universe, and this is quite a big one. A $3,600 one. Okay, bye for now. See you at the next podcast. And thanks to all the people who have been supportive. Bye for now.